It is National Infertility Awareness Week. Justine Froelker is a local author and speaker, and she speaks openly about her personal heartache with infertility.
So good morning, welcome to the show. And now you have 3 best-selling books already written.
Yeah.
And you said you're working on another one.
Yeah,
okay.
The next one's ready for the editor.
You really set the bar high here.
Yeah.
So tell us about your personal journey with this.
Yeah, so I have an unusual story, but a lot of people don't realize how common infertility is. So just to kind of give everybody an idea, 1 in 8 couples struggles to conceive. Really, worldwide, it's 1 in 4.
Okay.
And then 1 in 4 pregnancies will end in a loss. So that's someone that you know. I had 2 back surgeries in high school, and I spent a year of my life in a body cast, so that kind of put us into the infertility journey. And so 7 years ago, we did a surrogacy journey. So we did the whole infertility treatments, IVF, and things like that. We lost 3 babies.
Oh.
And then we ended our journey because the money was gone. And our hearts were broken, and so we chose to stop the journey there, and we learned to accept what I call a child-full life. So we don't have kids, and I work on lots of other ways.
You want any? I got 2 I'm ready to get rid of.
A child-full life. Explain that more.
So just because my journey ended doesn't mean that value of motherhood went anywhere for me. I still mother, and so through my work, through my teaching, my workshops and things like that. So I work hard on asking for, creating, and then also receiving ways to parent. So whether or not that's being involved in our friends' kids' lives, or all of the work that I do in my speaking and my writing and teaching in my therapy practice when I was in therapy practice. And so I still mother, and I've learned how to do this work of resilience to mother my 3 from afar. They're not here, but it doesn't mean I'm not their mom.
I just want to make sure we say the name of the book. The Complicated Gray is the name of the book.
So the newest book
right?
is The Complicated Gray.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's about your
so
journey,
that
right?
The Complicated Gray is actually my faith journey. The Ever Upward is my first book, which is the infertility journey and kind of how I really, I'd been in private practice as a mental health therapist for over 20 years, and when we ended our journey 7 years ago, I had to dig my way out of the deepest, darkest hole of grief. And so I really started practicing what I had been teaching to my clients all those years. And so Ever Upward is really about the story of resilience and how we all have these hard stories, and it's our job to turn them around to be big stories and to rise.
You say, what's the most common question people ask you? I know you put this out there on social media, so I wanted to make sure.
Well, I'm a 39-year-old woman. So what's the first
great.
question? Thank you. I know someone
That's
said
the first question,
Someone
right?
said that the
Dana
other
told
day.
me. She said you don't ask any woman anything, you just tell them you look great.
You look awesome.
And how are you feeling?
I know. Someone the other day was like, she goes, "There's no way you're almost 40." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sister. October's coming. I'm 40."
October, huh?
October's
what?
4th.
I'm 5th.
Are you?
Wow, Libras in the house.
I know, I love it. But like, so
how do you teach resilience?
I am like, every woman is asked this question: how many kids do you have? And because I'm an advocate in this field, and because I have done the work to own my story, I say I can't have kids. We tried really, really hard. And
I never ask that question because I know so many women struggle, and people ask me all the time, and I have 2 kids, and still I feel like it's
always there.
Very personal.
It's so personal, so I try to stay away from that.
Right. Well, and I think it's also important. There's multiple sides to that question. It is about curiosity and just connection and trying to find commonality. It's not meant to be malicious. It's just trying to find something that we can connect on. And yet at the same time, we have to check our intention and really, am I seeking connection? Am I being nosy? And also, do I have this lens, like infertility and loss affects a lot of people. It's not a benign question for a lot of us.
Well, thank you so much for being here and
much.
opening up about your story.
Her website is on the screen for workshop and training information, justinefroelker.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now